Yeah, I think I'm starting to get what my father got. Just woke up with a throbbing headache, but it's the kind of headache where like if you shake your head, that's when it hurts, you know? But, hey, you know, it's, now I don't even know where to start with my low, just simply because, like, nothing particularly bad happened, but it could potentially grow into something bad. Obviously, for one thing, I'm slightly under the weather right now. On top of all that, it's 7 degrees outside. 7. 7, like, 7. Or, yeah, 7. 7 degrees. I don't want to go outside. I'm wearing, like, several layers of clothing right now. I'm probably going to have to wear even more. Yes, I'm a wimp. Have at me then. But, man, I'm not looking forward to this. I wish I'd say I was looking forward to this. I'm not looking forward to this at all. Well, might as well start taking on the day because, yeah. Actually, there was one problem I was having yesterday too, but I'll talk about that in a minute. I mean, my high was, you know, I got to spend the evening with my mom, my dad. I finally got to have chicken Marengo after so many years. Seriously, I think that was the first time I've had chicken Marengo in a really, really long time. That's why I talked about it yesterday, because it really has been a long time since I've had it. Like, come to think of it, I don't think I had chicken Marengo once in all of my 20s. Really, it's been that long. But it brought me back. It was amazing. Plus, I was able to get a shot of the perfect bite. You know, got like a big old spoon with rice that was covered in the sauce, piece of chicken, a piece of onion, like, oh, like a picture of that, like one of those. That's me shooting a photo, like that, you know. But yeah, hung out with my mom and dad for a little while. Watched a little bit of a college football game last night. I do believe Georgia won, which congratulations to Georgia. That was very nice. And you got your revenge on Alabama. Very nice. And my act of kindness was I helped set the table and I helped get my father and I drinks for dinner. My mom already had her drink. She's always very prepared with stuff like that, I can assure you. But yeah, of course, you know, I should have known that I kind of brought this on myself because my dad is a little bit sick. But I didn't want to leave him alone. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm sick, but, you know, it's worth it if I got it from my dad, I guess. Unless, of course, I kick the bucket. I shouldn't kick the bucket, but you never know. I'm not going to kick the bucket, don't worry. I hope I didn't just jinx myself right there. Good morning, and happy Tuesday, everyone. For once, I actually woke up and I thought it was Wednesday. No, it's only Tuesday. But we're moving right along for this week pretty handily. I'm actually kind of surprised that it took until just now before we finally got like really, really, really cold weather, like what we had this morning. Because I believe like the high day is going to be like either 14 or 19, which is still very, very cold. But it's 7 out right now. It was 7 when I looked at my phone before I got all this started. It also gave me something to talk about for the beginning of this video. I guess one problem I've been having this week is, y'all know this is the week I try and come up with my top 11 Super Bowl matchups that I want to see, and I'll explain why it's the top 11 when we get to there. But full disclosure and spoiler alert, the vast majority of these picks are Super Bowl rematches. I'm not even kidding. In fact, a couple of them I'll have to group together just because it's so crazy. Oh well, it is what it is. In the end, it should make for a very interesting video on Saturday. Yeah, I think I'll do it on Saturday morning, just because that's when the wild card weekend begins. And I think we should be good for. I mean, this weekend is going to be cold, but it shouldn't be, unbearable. I just hope it doesn't get, too insanely cold. Because, right now, as cold as it is, at least it's not snowing. There's snow on the ground, but that snow was there when, the cold temperatures got here, It was there when we got here. I guess another problem I've been having is this week we're finally going to have an opportunity to celebrate my birthday. With, as you remember, my mom was we were supposed to celebrate it, shortly after my real birthday, but, we couldn't because my mom had to try and fly to California, but her flight got canceled. That weekend was just pure, unadulterated nonsense through and through. So this weekend we're going to have an opportunity to, fix that. Here's the problem, though. Obviously, even though we are celebrating my birthday and I do have a right to choose, that's the problem. The two things I have to choose between are two of the best possible scenarios that could possibly be. And I'm not entirely sure which one I'd rather have. I guess I could probably look to you guys for advice. I mean, y'all help me decide between the shrimp scampi from Sorge's or the parm trio from Sorge's as my plan C for Sorge's. I really didn't mean to say Sorge's that many times. Sorge's. Anyway, so yeah. I think I'll look to you guys again for advice. You've never steered me wrong before. Then again, a lot of you don't really comment that often, so it's probably a good thing you don't really steer me in any kind of crazy direction. But here are my options. And you need to know the context of this. But one of them, you definitely need to know the context. One of them, pretty straightforward, we go to Libs. I mean, I've talked about Libs countless times making these videos. Since day 550, yes, I still remember when I talked about it. We're actually coming up on 1,000 days since then. Cool. It'll actually be it'll be in March when that happens too. I wonder if maybe I should probably do a follow-up on that. Maybe it will. I don't know. We'll see. But, right. Pretty straightforward. Option one, we go to Libs on Saturday night for dinner. However, the problem is, there really wouldn't be many of us going. It would pretty much just be my mother, my father, and myself. And the problem is, I really would rather have my family. My brother, my sister-in-law, my nephews, and my grandparents. Anyone who's available to come, I'd rather us all be there together as a family. Pretty straightforward, right? Now, the other option, which is slightly more accessible for that, having family all together, is, and this is where you need to know the context. Last year, when my brother had his birthday in April, my mom was going to have us celebrate with a turkey dinner. A turkey dinner that I was actually very much looking forward to, considering how, anything turkey and stuffing related only happens maybe once a year. Sometimes twice a year, but usually only once a year. So having it in April, which is just about halfway in between, the last Thanksgiving and the next one, yeah, I'd seize that opportunity. One problem though, at the last minute, my brother just wanted to have the turkey dinner all to himself. And his wife and his, at the time, twin At the time, it was the twin children because the youngest one wasn't born yet. Needless to say, I got cheated out of a turkey dinner. Now, granted, yes, it was my brother's birthday, and yes, he had the right to decide what he wanted to do, but come on, man, you weren't going to eat that turkey dinner seriously, it's you, your wife, and your 2 children who aren't even 2 years old yet, who actually just barely turned 1 a few months ago. There's no way you're going to eat that entire turkey. Not to mention, again, I was really looking forward to it. Again, I probably have already said this before, but if I've had to pick one thing that was the best thing my mom's ever made, it's her stuffing. So an opportunity for me to have her stuffing, only for it to wrongly, yet technically fairly, have it be taken away from me, it's not right. It makes me feel sad. I don't want to feel sad. So needless to say, my mom owes me a turkey dinner. And if I do have a turkey dinner, I will be able to have, provided that everyone's, feeling healthy. I mean, right now I kind of feel under the weather, but, it'd be Sunday of this weekend, so it's not like it'd be that far away. So it's definitely a few days' time for me to sort of build my health back up, recuperate a little bit, stuff like that. And, we'd be able to have, my brother, my sister-in-law, all 3 of my nephews, pretty much all that. Sorry, I can't help but say this part as well. Like, shortly after my mom made my brother that turkey dinner for his birthday, unfortunately, my brother doesn't really know how he comes across sometimes, as sometimes socially rude. He basically bragged about, "Thanks, Mom, for making me that delicious turkey dinner." Jerk. I want some of that turkey dinner. Especially when knowing you probably either threw the rest of it away or, I don't know, something. As you can tell, I take this very seriously because, turkey dinner. There's nothing not to take seriously about it, you know what I mean? So what's the problem if we do have the turkey dinner? Because I'm missing out on lips. See, here's the thing. Throughout life, we've all grown up with food that was made by tender loving care from maybe our mom or dad or grandparents or aunt or uncle, cousin maybe even a sibling. Hence why I call it mom food. And while it may not be perfect, or some of the methods used to make these dishes may not be traditional for some, you still have an attachment to that, and nothing can ever take that away from you. Especially if you remember it tasting good. And a lot of the stuff my mom makes does taste very good. Here's the thing though. Nothing she makes is as good as what Libs has. Literally every single person who cooks in my home area, or cooks at home, makes dinner at home, are yeah, I can cook good. I can't make what they make at Libs. Seriously. I'm not even kidding. I'm convinced that the head chef at Libs is a wizard who went to Hogwarts. I presume he was a Hufflepuff. It would make sense if he was a Hufflepuff, because they were the ones that were closest to the dining hall. They were close to the delicious food. And therefore, he uses magic to make the food taste as delicious as it is. That is my theory, and I'm sticking to it. It would actually make a lot of sense. I mean, you're not in business for well over 60 plus years doing what you do, just going through the motions. Needless to say, if you're traveling to my area or you have an opportunity, you gotta go to Libs. It's definitely something worth trying at least once. But you may want to consider, saving up a little bit, because it is a relatively expensive place. That's why really I only go, that's why it's also special, because I only go once, maybe twice a year. So you just gotta ask yourself the question, am I willing to wait longer before I'm able to go again? Or should I bite the bullet and go for it now? You don't know. Because on the one hand, you may never know. It's possible I may never go back. We don't know. Although, my father's birthday is in early February. And it has been theorized that we would be going to Libs for that. So there's even a potential for me to go to Libs within a month's span of time. I don't know. So I'm going to have you guys decide home. Should I go for Libs or should I go for the turkey dinner? You decide. Like, favorite, chat, the subscribe button, follow me on social penetration YouTube. I am very homely this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. Have a nice day.